them. Here you go.
By midday, there's been a steady stream of victims and almost as many paramedics. Matt may suffer a rare condition that makes him allergic to the cold.
Oh my God, it's the quickest I've seen someone go.
Look at that. I'll be in the air conditioning somewhere.
Hottest place on earth. At 47 this weekend, I'll dead set go Troppo. There'll be a loony bin down here.
It's forecast to be the hottest day of the year. By 10 a.m. on a summer Saturday, it's already 30 degrees.
Feel it just zapping the energy from you, so it's going to be tough work. I guess we're going to have to be in the shade or in and out of the water as well, just to get through the day.
The temperature is set to reach the mid-40s, but the surface of the sand is at least 10 degrees hotter. Beachgoers are like cats on a hot tin roof.
We know it gets that hot because it's you can't walk on the sand.
Very hot. Hottest day this summer, I reckon. So, yeah, nice place to chill out.
Lifeguards brace themselves for inevitable cases of heat stroke, sunburn and dehydration.
I kind of think they're going to be dropping like flies later on. As we went down there before, there was a lot of people really burnt already.
Within minutes, the first victim. A woman has collapsed on the sand.
We'll take Evan in the tower.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get off the beach.
Do you have anyone else
here? No, it's by myself.
It's okay, we can look after you.
Local resident Jana had barely arrived on the beach when she began suffering dizzy spells and impaired vision. Classic symptoms of heat stroke.
Hey, you got that ice, Gons?
Yeah. Yeah, getting it.
Just put it on the head, yeah.
Do you think it was heat stroke?
Yeah.
Does that make you feel really nauseous?
Yeah.
Shit, hey, I wasn't there long.
Did your vision go a bit blurry or anything?
Yeah, freaks me out completely. Aren't tourists the only ones that do this, no?
Do you have a number that we could ring?
Yeah, actually, you could call my dad.
Yeah, she's with us now. She's not feeling the best. She's asked for us to give you a call.
Look at the sweat coming off me. Imagine that. We just went for a swim.
Look at you. Poor lady, she's obviously really dehydrated and the heat just got to her. I feel sorry for her.
Jana's mum and dad mount a quick rescue mission.
We'll get her
She'll be
home,
right.
give her plenty of cold drinks, turn the air conditioning on and the TV. Thank you so much.
Jana's heading back indoors, leaving mad dogs and Englishmen to stay out in the midday sun. As the mercury rises, so do the casualties.
Been sitting in the sun for a while.
Not too long.
Can we put this bit of oxygen on? Here you go.
By midday, there's been a steady stream of victims and almost as many paramedics. Heat stroke is a serious condition. Left untreated, it can cause organ failure.
Need to get their core body temperature down and obviously try and rehydrate them.
Alina has just escaped the depths of a -30-degree winter in Siberia. Summer on Bondi was a little warmer than she expected.
When I grabbed her, she said she was going to faint. So there's some boob, pinned her up here, got a bit of oxygen into her and pulled her down.
I'm Russian. I was on holidays in Russia. This is my family. It's like my third there. I came here plus 30. I knew I probably should not go to the beach today, but still went. So it's the result.
We're dropping 16.3, which for this time of year is pretty much freezing because it's normally about between 20 and 22.
The consistent northeast wind has pushed the warm surface water away, replacing it with water from deep in the ocean. There's a heat wave on land and now a cold snap in the water. The conditions could barely be worse for more than 2,000 swimmers about to begin the North Bondi Classic Ocean Swim. 2 seasons ago, the race ran into a swarm of blue bottles. This time, competitors from young to old are swimming 2 kilometres in an icebox.
It is absolutely freezing. 16 degrees. It's dropped about 2 degrees overnight with the big nor'east wind, so we'll see how we go. Hypothermia will definitely be a big issue, but skinny little guys like me are going to do it tough.
Lifeguards now prepare to treat hypothermia, not heat stroke. Even Kerbox is edgy putting his toes in.
It's going straight into the cold. It's like hitting an ice brick wall.
About 10 seconds to the next wave. Here it goes. Moving to the right, blue and the white.
Some swimmers will take half an hour to cover the course, if they can last that long in the freezing conditions.
It can affect your heart rate, it can affect your breathing, just because it's such a shock to your body.
In the middle of a heat wave, the water temperature has plummeted to a frigid 16 degrees. Over 2,000 swimmers are braving a 2-kilometre ocean race. Now, the first has dropped out.
Come on.
The race has like just begun, like there's not even 200 metres out and they're already pulling people in.
As the cold bites, some swimmers become exhausted and disoriented. Swimmer after swimmer sees up as their core temperature drops.
Probably about 20 people not even trying to swim. Probably just dropped another one in.
Kerbox and Hoppo ferry patients back to lifeguards and lifesavers on land.
Thanks, buddy. You up there?
Medical teams work to raise the swimmers' core body temperatures.
It was just freezing. I just couldn't move my legs. It was icy. The rescuers were giving us some hugs, so comfortable.
Maybe by next week I'll feel better.
Bo and Harries help a disoriented man with a mystery ailment.
I don't know if I'm going to faint. Yeah?
The man started feeling faint after a swim.
You all right, mate, up there?
He's covered in sweat.
Has this happened before to you? Something wrong with your skin, put your side. Yeah, he's going to go. Put your arm around here, mate. Here, grab him. Are you ready? Yeah. Just pick him up from the leg. You all right?
His condition is getting worse by the second.
Take the oxy straight out, ready? He's staying pretty much. Yeah, on this bed. Yeah, we'll put him straight on the bed. There we go. You okay there, mate?
Suddenly, he stops breathing.
Okay, mate? You all right, buddy? You all right? Stay with us, mate. Oxy. Hey, get the air base straight away. Get an air base. Get the DP out. Okay, mate?
Lifeguards don't know whether his condition could be a heart attack, simple sunstroke, or drug-related.
Yep, straight into it.
Harries ventilates him and administers oxygen.
Still unconscious as we speak. Breathing?
Breathing.
Harry's is breathing normally?
He's sort of going in.
We're assisting him. Basically, we're bagging him.
Yep. Thank pass. Bondi Beach lifeguard tower. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Ambulance is on its way.
What happened? I've got a pulse in my hand. What happened? He just went on his fan.
The oxyviver helps the man resume breathing on his own.
Just take deep breaths, mate. Take deep breaths, buddy.
Eventually, he comes around.
That's it. Relax as much as possible.
18-year-old Matt is from Western Sydney. Lifeguards need his medical history.
Everything. Has he got anything? You got asthma? That's all?
But asthma doesn't explain his clammy skin.
He might be allergic to something in the water, like his skin colour wasn't that bad, like that he was that dehydrated, and he has had a couple of bottles of water. Yep. Is he just going to let you breathe yourself, right? You all right? Sweet. How do you feel now?
I don't know, when it gets cold, the water makes my stomach itchy and red.
Yeah.
And it feels like it swells up.
With this new information, Deano thinks he may have a diagnosis.
The girl I met has anaphylaxis to coldness, and you have difficulty breathing.
Deano guesses Matt may suffer a rare condition that makes him allergic to the cold.
Oh my God, it's the quickest I've seen someone go. He just was like just breathing, then he just went gone out. And his eyes were just crystallised like marbles. It was that quick.
When he came in, he was purple.
I just can't believe how quick he just was gone.
Matt's girlfriend knew he went to the tower. Now she's seen the ambulance.
Well, what happened? He fainted?
Yeah, he fainted before.
Serious? I thought he was joking. Oh my gosh, I'm scared now. You didn't...
Out of the way for me. Thank you.
I don't know, he just said he was going to faint and I didn't believe him, so he went to the lifeguards.
All right, a few bumps on the way in.
Later, doctors confirmed Matt suffers a rare allergic reaction to cold water that causes hives. Matt's swim had sent him into anaphylactic shock.
When I was out there, she was hanging on to someone else's board. She's fully gassed when I get to her. She's actually quite white. You know, that's when your panic sets in.
Exhausted from the rough conditions, the woman can barely hold on.
And she's so weak, she slips off.
Where the f*** did she just go?
That's just the worst thing ever. Where's she gone? I've lost her here.
The woman makes a final attempt to stay alive.
Alright, we're done. We got her back to the beach. It was past 7 o'clock. It was time for us to go home. I had to get everyone out of the water, so I paddled back out. Hey, everyone out! Get out! Out of the water! By the time I came back in, I couldn't actually see her. I think one of the boys said she walked off to her friends. Generally, that means they're all right.
Further up the beach and reunited with her friend, Martina is far from okay. Water on the lungs can cause secondary drowning, even hours after the actual event. After 15 minutes on dry land, Martina shows no signs of improvement.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm one of the lifeguards.
This particular day, I was the buggy driver for the crew. Right on pack up, I noticed a surfer that was in trouble. She was starting to shiver and get cold.
Have you been drinking?
Only 4 beers.
Okay.
So it's not a lot.
Okay.
But I went for a swim like right after I surfed, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And I couldn't get in.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I was so scared.
Yeah.
She'd been running, surfing, swimming and walking all day and then downed 4 beers and went and jumped in the ocean right on the southerly change. It was kind of a cocktail for a small disaster.
Do you feel dizzy? Are you seeing
I'm just tired, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have you drunk much water today?
No.
Okay, so you're probably dehydrated and you're going into shock. Now you just got to make sure you don't get cold.
Exposure is also a risk.
There was nothing of her, so if she continued to stay in this weather, she was going to turn hypothermic.
I just want
I made a call to 000. I've got a young girl in her early 20s. I'd say she's got early hypothermia. Now I think she's just worked herself up into a state of like hysteria. All right, they're coming, lights and sirens.
Hypothermia arises when a person loses heat faster than their body can produce it.
It's incredibly dangerous and it can be fatal if it's left untreated.
Police arrive, with paramedics close behind.
Police did arrive first. They thought maybe it was like the rescue retrieval or something going on.
Martina, you awake?
Yeah.
Did a swim, did you?
Yeah.
swallow any water?
I'm not sure.
Okay. A little bit anxious at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just need to try and control it.
An intensive care paramedic quickly establishes what the problem is.
35.9, okay? So your temperature inside your body is a little bit cold, all right?
Normal body temperature is around 37 degrees.
I'm too hot.
No, it's what happens when inside gets a little bit cold. You think you're hot, okay?
Martina is moved off the cold floor.
Come in. Get up. Open eyes. Bang in there. I'm going to sit over. Thanks. That's much better. All right?
Paramedics recommend Martina should go to hospital, but when she refuses, they settle on a final checkup in the ambulance.
Walk up to the car. Yeah. That should wake you up a little bit, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's really important whenever people swim to know their ability, and if you're not a good swimmer, just make sure there's someone there, like a lifeguard or a lifesaver, to look after you.